4.9 million years ago. The dinosaurs are gone, but their shadows remain. Storms sweep across the golden savanna, lightning striking hills of bone, where fossilized ribs pierce the soil like the ruins of an ancient cathedral. A small band of Homo erectus approaches cautiously, their patched hides of antelope and zebra whipping in the wind, stone blades tied to wooden shafts clutched in their scarred hands. The giants are gone, yet their memory still rules this earth. To these humans, the bones are not fossils. They are gods, guardians, and monsters of dust. The matriarch kneels before the ribs, pressing her forehead into the dirt, and the others follow. Rain drips across their hides. Children clutch at their mother's sides. The first stories are not spoken, but shown. Bowed heads, trembling hands, eyes lifted to the thunder. Myths are born not from words, but from silence and awe. The bones become sacred pillars, reminders that survival itself has always belonged to giants. Night falls, and fire flickers in a cave. Shadows crawl across the stone, transforming broken bones into marching titans. Children watch wide-eyed, hides wrapped tightly around them, as the fire crackles like roaring beasts. Here, the dead return in story. The giants rise again, not in flesh, but in flame and memory. The humans tremble, but they remember, and through memory, they survive. A roar shatters the night. Not a dinosaur, but a lion, mane bristling, eyes blazing in the grass. The Homo erectus scatter, clutching children, brandishing clubs of wood and stone. Myth becomes fear once more. Every predator in the dark is seen as a shadow of those that came before. The lion charges and dust erupts. Clubs strike, stones flash, hides rip as the struggle begins. Fangs tear, claws slash, blood mixes with stormlight, and the story becomes flesh again, no longer just legend, but a battle written into their bodies. They retreat, stumbling back to the ribs of the ancient dinosaur. Pressed against the walls of bone, rain dripping down their scars, the humans hold their ground. The lion circles but does not enter. It turns back into the storm, leaving them alive. In the bones of the past, they find protection. The memory of giants still shields them, and so they learn. Myths are not lies. Myths are weapons. Stories are armor against the unknown. But danger is never gone. Another band emerges, hides patched with leopard skin, faces smeared with ash. They approach the fire, eyes narrow, muscles tense. Silence hangs heavy. For them, the bones tell a different story. To them, the gods are different, the myths their own. When myths collide, so too do men. Clubs rise, stones fly, the storm roars as the bands clash. Fire scatters across the ground, children cry, blood stains the soil. The memory of monsters fuels war, for each tribe fights not only for survival, but for whose story will endure. Then the earth itself answers. From the storm emerges a saber-toothed cat, fangs gleaming in firelight. Both tribes freeze, their hatred swallowed by fear. Nature does not care for myths, it brings its own. The beast lunges, hunger older than their legends. For the first time, the rival bands unite. Spears thrust, clubs smash, lightning splits the sky. The predator roars, claws rake hides, blood sprays across ancient bones. But together, the humans hold. Together, they strike. And at last, the cat falls, its body staining the ribs of the dinosaur that loomed over them. The carcass is dragged to the fire. Flesh is torn, marrow sucked from the long bones. Children laugh, their mouths red, their hides torn but their spirits burning. Elders carve new marks into the cave wall. The saber-tooth etched beside the dinosaurs. Stories binding past and present into one. Myths grow as beasts fall, and each victory becomes a legend told to the next night's fire. In story, the dinosaurs walk again. In blood, humans endure. At dawn, the survivors march across the savannah. Behind them lie the bones of titans and the corpse of the saber-tooth. Ahead, mammoths graze in the morning mist, their silhouettes vast against the rising sun. The dinosaurs are gone, yet they live on. In fear, in reverence, in the stories of fragile humans. These tales will outlast bone, outlast beast, outlast time itself. In every myth whispered by firelight, humanity carries the memory of monsters. And from that memory, they build the strength to endure what comes next. This was just one step in humanity's ancient journey. More beasts, more battles, more legends await. Subscribe and ring the bell so you do not miss the next chapter. Share this story, and together, let us make this channel stronger. And if this tale moved you, wait until you witness the creature that even the mightiest feared.